This video is an overview of my book CD called Modenomics Book 1 for guitar players wanting to learn the modes. I developed this book because of the sheer number of guitar students who were coming into my studio with the same problem. They didn't know the notes on the guitar and they knew very little music theory. And newsflash, theory is your friend. Knowing a little bit about the major scale and how to translate that to the fretboard will take you a long way towards your goal of learning this instrument. And it doesn't matter what genre you're into either, whether you're Robin Ford or Steve Morse or John Petrucci. Believe me, these guys know what a Mixolydian scale is. I'm going to go through the book page by page and give you the gist of Book 1. After the introduction, page 3 shows you how chords are built. So after we do that, starting on each degree of the C major scale, we get 7 chords entirely within the key. Of course, that's not the only way to finger those chords. On the very next page, we do the same thing with scales. If you play in C major starting on C, you get a C major scale. But when you play the same notes starting on D, you get something called D Dorian. Each note that you start on in the key of C is going to give you a different scale. So you end up with 7 scales and 7 chords entirely within the key. On page 5, we break the modes down and take a look at the role of each note within the mode. It's either a chord tone, a scale tone, or a transitional tone, also known as an avoid note. Now, as you memorize the fingering of these modes, you should also be memorizing the names of the notes and the location of the thirds and sevenths within the mode. Now, flipping over to page 6, it talks about phrasing. Now, I put this page in the book because there seems to be some kind of secret club where guitar students get some bizarre gratification from cramming as many notes into a bar as is humanly possible. This said number of notes is directly proportional to the amount of libation that I need after a guitar lesson. Now, pages 7 through 13 is where you actually get down and do the grunt work. You play along with the audio track of the CD, improvising phrases, and staying strictly within the fingering of each mode. I'm going to give you a couple of examples of this now. This first one is called E Phrygian. Now, you can actually play this in 2 locations, down at the bottom of the neck and up at the 12th fret. And I'll do a little bit of both. This one is called G Mixolydian. only 16 pages long, but within the 16 pages there's a tremendous amount of information. It's going to take you a while to get through it, but once you do, you will have a really solid understanding and a base on which to build. Not just for the fretboard, but also about modern harmony. We hope you dig it. That's a wrap for me.